Hello everyone and welcome back to Data Cloud Now's live coverage of Snowflake Summit in Las Vegas, the world's largest data and AI conference. I'm now joined by Srini Kompella, SVP of HCLTech. Srini, such a pleasure to have you today.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me here.
You know, Srini, with a global team of over 225,000 across 60 countries, what trends are you noticing and how is your team providing a better way for all of your stakeholders to benefit from their data?
Yeah, so look, I think the biggest trend right now, especially in the last 6 months, is AI.
Right.
So there's no doubt about it. It's caught the world by the storm. But the point is that people are beginning to realize that in order to be super good at AI, and it can be applied in so many different places, you got to have a phenomenal data foundation. Without that fantastic data foundation, good luck trying to build super powerful AI. So the one thing that's really catching the attention of the 225,000 plus people is AI and how it can get applied into their day-to-day lives to make their lives better, to make the customer experience better, to make the employee experience better, and quite frankly, just build more new technology, right? So this is really where most of the attention is. What are we doing about it? We've created centers of excellence, in order to help people understand how to get down the path of AI. We've created some tooling and accelerators. Of course, we are partnering with folks like Snowflake to bring in a lot of assets to help accelerate the journey. We're also building some solutions and we're training people. We're investing heavily into training people because we believe the skill sets in the next few years are going to be very different than what they are today. So there's a lot of action going on in terms of how to adopt the new technologies.
Srini, you're in a unique position because you operate across just about all major verticals and you have a unique perspective on the overall landscape. And while we covered briefly AI and LLMs, their role across the broader spectrum, are there any trends that you're noticing in relation to specific verticals?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, the number one trend is generative AI.
Right.
There's no conversation that does not stop or have generative AI. So that's definitely getting everybody to take attention in terms of, going down the path of data-driven transformation.
Right.
People are now calling it as AI-driven transformation for sure, but it is data-driven transformation. So this is, it is across industries. And quite frankly, AI is not necessarily new. Some of us know that AI has been around for a long time, right? Several decades. Some industries are way ahead of the curve when it comes to adoption of AI. You think, aerospace and defense, you think, automotive, etc. Right? So there are a lot of other industries that need to, get on the bandwagon of AI for sure.
Almost catch up, in a sense.
Catch up and leapfrog. Right? So we are seeing a lot of experimentation with AI. Are we seeing companies really going right away super big, on AI? No, but we are seeing a lot of pilots and experimentations. We're engaged with a lot of customers to translate use cases to business cases, because that's the important thing. Use cases are great, but if you don't have a good business case, how are you going to build it, right? So that's a big theme we are seeing across industries right now.
You mentioned Snowflake previously. I want to pivot now to your partnership with the Data Cloud. How does it help meet your objectives and allow you to scale your products to your clients on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, so we talked about AI, we talked about data-driven transformation, right? The foundation for that is really, the data platforms, right? They've got to be, cloud native. There's no getting away from it. But they also need to be hybrid. We don't believe that everything is on a single cloud. There is a case for on-prem in some cases. So you need platforms that are flexible, right? So, the Snowflake Cloud now really builds that flexibility in having a platform that builds the foundation for data-driven transformation. From there, go down the path of, do you want to build data products? Do you want to accelerate your analytics? The biggest one, how do you accelerate the path towards data monetization?
Right. Top of mind for everyone right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So it is, otherwise, putting all the data into, servers and, applications, it's cost. So unless you're trying to monetize data, it's a cost. So that's how we see, the partnership really helping us help our clients accelerate the journey on data monetization.
Srini, I know we've covered a lot, but now I want to look towards the future. What's next?
Oh, next is, the next few years is going to be the age of data and AI, without a doubt. So especially with generative AI and LLM coming in, AI is getting more and more mainstream. This is just going to give us a lot more impetus towards the data-driven and AI-driven transformation. So I'm super excited for what's in store for us in the next 3 to 5 years. And this is the opportunity of a lifetime, if I have to look at it, for any professional data and AI. And privileged and super happy to be part of this journey right now. Looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to seeing how the journey plays out as well. Srini, such a pleasure having you on Data Cloud Now.
Thank you so much. Take care.
And for the audience watching, I'm Ryan Green with Data Cloud Now. I'll see you soon. I think